So Fat Irish Green is this individual who actually existed, and he was an associate of the mob. He was an associate of Bugsy Siegel in particular. And he was not, one of the, the brains of the operation. He was the muscle of the operation. He was someone who did things for the bosses.
Well, Fat Irish Green worked for Bugsy Siegel, and he was really a collector.
The story goes that Fat Irish Green in the mid-40s, when Bugsy owned the El Cortez, along with his partners, that Fat Irish Green was in possession of a satchel full of money, that this was Bugsy's money, and he was holding it for Bugsy. He had clear instructions that if something were to happen to Bugsy, this is what he should do with the money. So, lo and behold, on June 20th, 1947, Bugsy Siegel's murdered in his girlfriend's home in Beverly Hills, and word gets back to Las Vegas very quickly, and Fat Irish is like, here we are. It's exactly what I feared was going to happen. I'm holding this satchel of money. Some people have said it was $60,000. Some people have said it's as much as $600,000. I'm not sure $600,000 fits in one satchel, so it's probably somewhere in between.
And when he brought it back, he wasn't sure what to do. So he went to Myra Lansky and said, I have this suitcase of money.
He could have kept it, right? He could have walked away with a big chunk of money and perhaps have gotten away with it. Maybe not that many people even knew this money existed. Nope. Fat Irish delivers it to Myra Lansky, and Lansky rewards him.
And said, as long as you live, you'll be able to stay in the El Cortez for free.
Fast forward to 1963, Jackie Gone acquires the El Cortez, and he is presented at some point with a stack of bills.
He looked at the hotel and he sees this guy's been living here since 1945, and he hasn't paid a dollar since he's been living here.
Then he discovers these are the hotel charges for Fat Irish Green over the last 15 years. It's like a huge amount of money that Fat Irish Green has not paid for the hotel room he's been staying in. And Jackie contacts Kel Housels, who had been one of the original owners of the El Cortez and then bought it back from the mob. And he calls Housels at the Tropicana.
So he called up old man Housels and said, well, who was this Green? He laughed. He says, he goes with the lease. When Bugsy Siegel owned this place and we sold it back with him, he says, this guy stays with the lease, stays here for free.
Well, Jackie's pretty flustered by this. Like, what am I supposed to do with this guy? And why am I stuck with him? He contacts, Jackie notices that, Fat Irish Green is staying overnight at the El Cortez, but he's eating his meals a few blocks away at the Binion's Horseshoe Club. Binion's Horseshoe Club is operated by Benny Binion, another old-time Las Vegan. And Jackie goes and asks Benny,
says, Benny, I've got this guy staying in my hotel. He goes, oh, he went with the hotel. And had told Jackie the story that Myra Lansky had given him this room for life. And he said, well, since you know the story, why don't you take him over to the Horseshoe? And he goes, no, I feed him, you house him.
And for years, that was in fact the deal. And Jackie honored that deal. And Fat Irish never paid a dime at Binion's or El Cortez for his devotion to Bugsy Siegel.
And so Fat Irish Green stayed here till he died.